Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1, 4-3 on aggregate, and United do progress to the last 16 of the Europa League. And let's be completely honest, two brilliant games of football that we all got to enjoy. As always, let me know your thoughts on the match in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear it. And if you're new around here and you love football match reactions, this is the place to be. Make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 2,000 subscribers. Kind of like the game I covered yesterday between Man City and Leipzig. This was a game of two halves. I think the first half was all Barcelona. They were dictating the tempo, they got their ball players on the football and they were making things happen, and they got their breakthrough through a penalty, and it was just poor from Bruno Fernandes, man. He does it a lot. He's a very dirty player for a technically gifted footballer, and he tries to pull down Balde. I think because the way he does it and because it's in the corner of the box, he probably thinks he'll get away with it, but the ref was switched on and gave a penalty. And Lewandowski, I mean, look, he scores a penalty, and look, I'm in no place whatsoever to try and teach Lewandowski how to take penalties. But what's it with all these players stuttering and doing these like run-ups where they stop and start? Like, what's with it? Where are the days when people would just take penalties normally? They just run up and kick it. Why is all this stuttering? He almost missed it because he jumps again, and then he strokes it. De Gea gets a hand to it, and to be honest, probably could do better, but pushes it into his own net because Lewandowski didn't generate enough power. But I did go in, and Barcelona deservedly took the lead and continued to dominate for the rest of the first half, and probably should have got a second when on the stroke of half-time, David De Gea, awful pass into the middle, cuts out, and I believe it's Sergio Roberto through on goal, but who's there to make a game-saving challenge? Casemiro, brilliant tackle. He's been unbelievable again today for Man United, and he saved them again to stop them going from 2-0 down, heading into half-time. But coming out in the second half, United, obviously Erik ten Hag, you know I'm a massive fan of this guy. I think he's a world-class manager. Top manager at Man United. He gave a hell of a team talk. Because in that second half, everything changed. He started to put players in the positions they wanted to play, man. I mean, he's trying all these things like Weghorst at Cam, Sancho even going to Cam sometimes. Nah. Change it up, put players where they want to play. Rashford through the middle, Fernandes behind him, Anthony, who came on and played really well right wing, Sancho left wing, let them cook. That's exactly what he did, and they got an instant reply through Fred. Fred, let's talk about this guy right here, man. Obviously, that goal, he shinned it in, but it was still a decent finish to get into the corner. He turns up for the big games under Ten Hag. Whenever you have a game that's chaotic, when there's intensity, when there's fire behind it, this man shows up. He puts in a performance. Again today, all over the pitch, man. For me, he was man the match, Fred. Unbelievable. I remember against Man City a month or so back when they played at Old Trafford. He was unbelievable again, man marking De Bruyne. Fred turns up in the big games, man. He's really had a revolutionary spell under Erik ten Hag, just like his teammate Rashford. Them two have been unbelievable in this new look Man United side. And again today, he proved his worth. Top performance in there, man. Casemiro as well. Let's talk about this, brother. Honestly, he's been that missing part for Man United. You know how important the CDM position is in football. The central defensive midfielder can mask over a lot of problems. He's the anchor. He's the building block from defence to attack. If you have a good CDM, you will go places. It's no surprise that teams like Fulham, Brighton are playing well this season and doing so well in the table. It's because they've got Paulinho, Caicedo, who could be that anchor. Top CDMs in the league, and Casemiro is exactly that, man. Whether he'll stay like this, we know he's getting on in age, we don't know, but this season he's helping United. They've got a massive cup final against Newcastle on Sunday that can hopefully bring them a trophy that's much needed for that football club, and Casemiro will be a big part of them achieving that. They're still in the Europa League, still in the FA Cup, of course they're still in a title race for the Premier League. It's looking like one brilliant season for Manchester United. I'm gonna have a quick word on Barcelona. I feel like I should. I think it's clear that they're not prioritising this Europa League. I think that's crystal clear, man. They're top of the La Liga. They do want to win that. They haven't won La Liga in a few years now. And look, a few years for a club of the stature of Barcelona goes a long way, man. Their fans are used to them winning the La Liga title every season, if not sharing it with Real Madrid season in, season out. But they haven't. They're in a brilliant chance now, man. Only dropped points in 3 games in La Liga so far. 2 draws, 1 loss. They've got a nice lead at the top. And I think for them, look, the Europa League, obviously, it's not what their fans prioritise. It's not like it's a Champions League. I think they did the right thing, to be honest. Focus on La Liga, try and get through there. They've got also a massive Copa del Rey game against Real Madrid as well next week. So let's see how they fare there. But in this game, Barcelona did the right thing, man. They tried to play their best, but they're out of the Europa League. I think probably they need to put all their eggs in the La Liga basket now and try and go through and win that title. And they've still got a young squad that's growing, man. So they can obviously always get better as the years progress and with a young manager in Xavi. But back to Man United. I mean, look, they've got a cup final on Sunday. Obviously, after that, the Carabao Cup will be finished. They're pushing on all fronts. They're looking good on all fronts. They've got players in form. They've got players that have improved under Erik ten Hag. That club is moving in the right direction, man. Even the investors, the Glazers are looking to sell. Will the Qataris come in? Will this Jim Ratcliffe guy come in? Who knows? But it's exciting times to be a Man United fan. It's just showing football. I mean, look at Arsenal, Man United. A few seasons gone by, maybe 2 years ago, you're thinking, what are these clubs doing, man? It'd be an awful time to support them. 2 years down the line, and they're looking like some of the best teams to support right now. Some of the most exciting teams to support. And you're enjoying watching those teams play. And look, Man United, man, coming from 1-0 down. I know they're at home. I know they're in front of their crowd. And I know that it's a Europa game. It's a cup game. And what's called a European match that they obviously are going to fight till the end. But still, it takes a lot of mettle to come back from 1-0 down, especially against Barcelona, and especially the way they got dominated in that first half. But they made it happen, and kudos to them, man. They now go through to last 16, and let's see who they draw. The draw is happening tomorrow. I can't wait for it, especially because my club, Arsenal, are going to be in that draw as well. As always, let me know your thoughts on the match in the comment section down below. Are you happy, United fans? Are you happy you're getting through? What is your aims for this season? Do you want to win the Europa League? Are you still think you're title challengers, or do you just want to get top 4? I'd love to hear it. And if you're new and you love football related content, this is the place for you. Make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 2,000 subscribers. I've been White Football, and I hope to see you all in my next video.